Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back again, my dear students in grade 9 and our students abroad, students of language schools in Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Today, inshallah, we will go on the second part of final revision from the story A Tale of Two Cities. We will go on chapters 4, 5, and 6, the most important questions as we started with the first part. The first questions in our section today: what was Charles Darnley accused of? بماذا اتهم Charles Darnley? He was accused of being a spy who collected information about the English army for the benefit of France. How was Sydney Carton's presence at the court of great importance? كيف كان وجود سيدني كارتون ذو فائدة كبيرة في محاكمة Charles Darnley? Sydney Carton's looked exactly as Charles Darnley. That helped Mr. Stryver spy the witness of the sixth witness, who was confused and couldn't tell which of the two men met the two people and exchanged the information with. If you want to know why I am getting drunk, it is because I am disappointed with life. If you want to know why I am getting drunk, it is because I am disappointed with life. Comment. Carton said that to Charles Darnley in the tavern after that trial. Carton envied Darnley for the many friends he has. كان يحسده على كثير من الأصدقاء الذين لديه that cared for him. He also envied him when he noticed that Lucy cried and felt pity for him. You might have made better use of your brilliant talents. Comment. Darnley said that to Carton after the trial. Carton had declared that he never liked anybody. Darnley did not know that Carton saved his life for the sake of Lucy and to help Mr. Stryver. He advised him to use his talents to make a better life for himself. We can contract this answer. Darnley said that to Carton after the trial. Carton had declared that he never liked anybody. Okay, he advised him. We can skip that part. Darnley did not. We can skip that part. He advised him, so we can use these parts. Darnley said that to Carton after the trial. Carton had declared that he had never liked anybody. He advised him to use his talents to make a better life for himself. If you want a short answer, you are content to help others, but never yourself. Comment. Stryver said that to Carton, who was upset because he had never had luck in his life. He wished he would be happy like Darnley. Mr. Stryver reminded him that he had always been like a jackal, working hard for the benefit of others. I care for no man, and no man cares for me. Comment. Carton said that to Darnley after the trial. He confessed that he never cared for anyone and no one seemed to care for him. The most important questions in chapter 5. I was just wondering why the doctor still kept those things. Comment. Those things here, we mean the tools that he used for making shoes. Mr. Lorry said that to Miss Pross when he noticed that Dr. Manette still kept the shoe-making tools in his bedroom. These things might remind him of his miserable life in the prison. I wouldn't know, but I know that we are having more visitors today. Another of these young men who are unworthy of my dear Lucy time. Comment. Miss Pross said that to Miss Laurie when she was complaining about the visits of Darnley and Carton to Lucy. She felt that they weren't worthy of her time. She thought that her brother Solomon would be suitable for her than those two young men. Who was Solomon and what the mistake he had done? He was Miss Pross's brother. He had taken all of his sister's belongings years ago and left her in poverty. What was the effect of Charlie's story on Dr. Manette's face and why? ماذا كان أثر القصة التي حكاها تشارلز دارني عن فترة التي أمضاها في السجن على وجه دكتور مانيت. Darnley's story about the hidden messages of the prisoners caused to Dr. Manette a moment of terror because it reminded him of what he had done while he was in the prison 18 years before. The questions of chapter 6, the Marquis Saint Evremont. It's extraordinary to me that you people cannot take care of yourselves and your children. Comment. These words were said by the Marquis Evremont, said that to the poor people in Saint-Antoine when they gathered around his carriage after he crashed the boy under the wheels of his carriage, and he only was concerned about his horses. We have mistreated the people, and we are paying for that. Now, comment. Darnley said that to his uncle, the Marquis. Darnley did not like the way his father and his uncle treated the poor people, and that their family had done many wrong things, that they will suffer from that later. Marquis did not listen to Darnley's advice and threatened him to send him to prison وهدده أنه سوف يرسله إلى السجن. It's better for the poor child to die without pain than live with the pain of hunger and such injuries. Comment. Defarge said that to Gaspard, the father of the killed boy, when the boy was killed under the wheels of the Marquis carriage. He was trying to comfort the father, saying that it was better for the boy to die rather than live in hunger, poverty, and sickness. He's ready for his tomb. From the Jacks. Comment. Gaspard wrote that in a note after he killed the Marquis. He had taken revenge for his child. انتقم لابنه. Other Frenchmen have fled to England. Do you know the doctor and his daughter? Comment. The Marquis said that to Darnley, and he meant by Frenchman Dr. Manette and Lucy. He wanted to inform Charles that he knows everything about him and the people whom he met and lived with in England. يعني كان يريد أن يخبره أنه متابعه ويعرف كل أخباره وما يفعله في إنجلترا. There I will not feel ashamed of my family, for I do not use it. Comment. Donnie said that to his uncle. He declared that he would leave his property in France and live in England under another name because he felt ashamed of his family's name. كان يشعر بالخزي من اسم عائلته. Who stands for the lion and who stands for the jackal in the story? jackal هو أحد الحيوانات التي تصطاد وباقي الحيوانات تستفاد من الفريسة التي اصطادها. هو يخدم الآخرين. Mr. Stryver stands for the lion because he always gains the fruits of Sydney Carton's efforts. Sydney Carton's efforts. Efforts in the cases they are working in. Sydney Carton stands for the jackal as he had always been working hard for the benefit of others. That's the end of our second part for that revision. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me till we meet in the third part of that revision. I wish you the best of luck. Don't forget to subscribe and put like to that video. Thank you. Wait for me in the third part. Thank you and goodbye.